Oh,
Uh,
you gonna audition to be the new Rick and Morty voice?
Jesus.
oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Look out, Morty. I'm Rick. I'm a pickle. Rick. I'm a pickle now, Rick. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I see.
Jeez, Mr. Rick. What do we do?
Alrighty. Hey, it's the after show. Welcome to it.
Oh my gosh,
It's happening.
we're here.
Yes. And I want to thank everybody for supporting the show on patreon.com/P1podcast. Thank you so much. And tonight we have a game review game. This one based upon reviews first seen in the January 1993 issue of Die Hard Game Fan magazine. This is actually the third issue of Die Hard Game Fan magazine. It was quite early in the run.
Oh my.
So they had, I think, 4 or 5 reviewers per game and very small text boxes to go with it. Very small text. Although they did the thing where they increased the number or they increased the space between lines if they didn't have very much to say about the games, which makes this review game all the more fun.
Hmm.
All right, we are going to start in what you've been playing order. Phil goes first, Greg goes second. I'm going to read out reviews with the names of the game and some of the identifying words. Or
It's interesting because what you've been playing order was the opposite of what you just said, but
is it really? Was
Yeah.
it? Was it Greg first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Greg
it
first.
was.
Greg first, and then Phil second. And yeah, I will blank out the names of games and some other identifying phrases. And then these guys have to guess which game's being described. So let's start. Greg, this one is for Sega Genesis.
Okay. 1993.
Blank has done an adequate job with blank. The split-screen 2-player competition is nice, as are some of the graphic effects, such as smooth scaling and the fog and snow levels. But as a whole, there isn't much to it. If you're going to pick one driving game this year, go for blank. January 1993 Game Fan, Sega Genesis.
The fog and snow levels, is that what it said?
Fog
Yeah.
and snow levels.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Top Gear?
Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're wrong. Driving game for Genesis. 2-player split screen.
Yeah. Super Monaco GP2. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Sorry, that's wrong.
I just didn't know what it could possibly be.
Can I make another guess? I
Sure.
won't be for points. Is it Jaguar XJ220?
No.
Okay. That didn't sound good.
What was that?
Wait, what was that? Did you hear it?
We
Sounded
heard
like
it,
a
but
little
it was very
fireball or
distorted.
something.
All right. Well,
was
it
it?
is Turbo Esprit.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Electronic
I'm
Arts.
I don't know
what
I
game?
think that came out as like Lotus or something like that.
It might have. I think you're right, actually.
Huh.
Yay.
Genesis. That might have been Turbo Esprit.
Says the Turbo Esprit is a real game, but it didn't mention Genesis. So
Huh.
that's what
Yeah.
it's called in the magazine. So I assume Lotus Turbo Challenge.
Yeah, Lotus Turbo Challenge.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is not Turbo Esprit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, that is the game. And you
Okay.
got it wrong.
Correct answer.
All right, Phil.
Yes.
This is for the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Blank gets a standing ovation for this playable masterpiece. This 16 meg heavyweight boggles your brain with complex dungeons, vast lands, and many towns, beautiful graphics, rugged sound effects, and attention to animation. Don't just read about it, experience the adventure for yourself.
Oh. 93.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. Fantasy Star 3?
Playable masterpiece. Is that
It's
your
not, but I don't know what else it would be.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fantasy Star 3 came out in 1990.
Oh, was it? I forget it was too
It's
soon.
been
for
91 in the
4.
US. I think it is too soon for 4.
Yeah.
Can you read that again?
Sure. Blank gets a standing ovation for this playable masterpiece. This 16 meg heavyweight boggles your brain with complex dungeons, vast lands, and many towns, beautiful graphics, rugged sound effects, and attention to animation. Don't just read about it, experience the adventure for yourself.
1993.
Yes.
Treasure.
What's
Sorry,
that
that's
game?
wrong. Not Treasure.
It came up by renovation. Treasure.
Oh. I'm gonna
Treasure.
look this up real quick.
No,
Was it
it's
Warriors
not.
of the Eternal Sun?
You want to keep going?
No. What is it?
It's Landstalker.
Oh.
Oh, yep.
Landstalker.
I have no memory of I'm looking at the box art of Treasure.
You didn't play it. Nobody played it.
No,
I
No
I
one
just
played it.
I mean, this is around the time when I was working at Babbage's, so
Mhm.
a lot of that era's box art is just seared into my brain just because I was staring at it so much.
Mm.
But yeah, I have no memory of that.
Huh.
Okay.
All right, Greg. This
Not
is
going
for
well.
the Sega CD.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Okay. Here we go.
After Blank, I was a little skeptical of how Blank would turn out, but I believe that Blank has ironed out the problems and released a much better game. Responsive control, better options, faster gameplay, long intermissions between levels, plus great music add up to a great game for your CD-ROM.
What?
That is the review.
So basically, I just guess any Sega CD game.
Name a Sega CD game.
After Blank, I was a little skeptical of how Blank would turn out, but I believe that Blank has ironed out all the problems and released a much better game.
Jesus Christ. Finish that. Released a much better game. Finish that again. The rest.
Finish the review.
Yeah, please.
Responsive control, better options, faster gameplay, long intermissions between levels, plus great music add up to a great game for your CD-ROM.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Ernest Evans.
Sorry, that's
That was a
wrong.
good guess.
Because
That was a good
they
guess.
fawned over Ernest Evans for so long in that magazine.
Absolutely, they did.
And it was
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah.
You know what's ridiculous with these game fan reviews is, so often it's less like trying to figure out what the game was based on their actual review text when just trying to remember like what games were they going nuts over at the time.
That's correct. Yeah.
Well, this could be their Hermie Hopperhead review. I don't know. They talked about that one a lot.
I don't think we've done Hermie Hopperhead in this, have we? Might have to track that down.
Oh boy. Long intermissions between levels. I don't think this fits the bill, but I'm going to say Hook. Just based on the great music.
It's true.
Because that game used the John Williams score.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid not.
No.
The answer is Black Hole Assault.
Oh my God.
Hole
Really?
Assault.
Jesus.
That's not a good game.
No, it's not.
Well, they gave it a 78.
That's pretty bad for Game Fan.
Which is
actually.
actually
that's
pretty low score.
That's like a 2 out of 10 for Game Fan standards.
All right, Phil.
Yeah.
This one's for the Sega Genesis.
Great.
Excuse me, but where's the blank, dudes? I only heard 3 tunes, and it wasn't exactly pumping metal. Other than that, you've got an okay blank game with good graphics, but not enough backgrounds and characters. The coolest part is the headbanger in the easy chair. Give me an action game with him in it.
I'm going to say Crew Ball.
Yes! It is Crew Ball.
Yes. There we go.
What tipped you off?
The headbanger in the easy chair in the background?
No, the bit about the like the headbanging tunes or whatever they said right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then like there was only 3 of them. I seem to remember that being, because for those who are unaware, which is probably everyone, Crew Ball was a pinball game that was based around Motley Crue.
Yes.
But yeah, it only had like I guess 3 Motley Crue songs in it. But
yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you mentioned like the heavy metal tunes or whatever, and there only being a couple in there, I was like, oh, that sounds like Crew Ball.
There you go.
So,
all right, Phil, you were currently in the lead with 1 point.
Yes.
Greg trailing by 1 point with 0.
That's how numbers work.
That is how it works.
Oh Greg, my God. Yeah.
This one is for the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Only blank by blank remains to try and knock blank off the top of the side scroll fighting game category.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just that cacophony of blanks. I'm sorry. Go start over, please. I'm sorry.
Only blank by blank remains to try and knock blank off the top of the side scroll fighting game category. All others pale in comparison. Graphics, moves, music, and gameplay. Blank is the best fighting game I've played so far in my illustrious career.
What system was this again?
Sega Genesis.
Genesis, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What do you think, Greg?
Eternal Champions?
That was my guess. Oh.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
Oh, dear. Okay. Uh-oh. Do you know who reviewed this one?
I don't. I'm sure it was Dave Halverson.
I mean, just statistically speaking.
I don't even know if this was when E-Storm was there. It's like Skid and something else.
He had another name too, right?
Yeah.
He was E-Storm and Skid and someone else.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Could you read that again? I'm sorry.
Only blank by blank remains to try and knock blank off the top of the side scroll fighting game category. All others pale in comparison. Graphics, moves, music, and gameplay. Blank is the best fighting game I've played so far in my illustrious career.
See, now I'm trying to figure out. This is why I wanted you to reread it, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Is it a belt scroller we're talking about?
That's what I'm. Yeah, because the side scrolling fighter.
Yeah,
made me wonder. Is this like a? And this is for Genesis, you said, right?
Sega Genesis.
Okay.
The very same.
Oh boy. Yeah, saying I'm not sure. Greg,
Side-scroll fighting.
I'm sure
game
Greg knows the
category.
timeline of Streets of Rage games that I do not.
Hmm.
Because I'm wondering if this is one of those, and if the one that they're talking about knocking down is like Final Fight. Streets of Rage 2. I'm probably got the time wrong, but I'm going to say that.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you've got it right.
Oh my gosh.
It is Streets
Yeah.
of Rage 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Side-scroll fighting game.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah. Well,
That's the
okay
one.
then.
It was Batman by Konami remains to try and knock Streets of Rage off the top of the side-scroll fighting game category. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that SNES Batman Returns game is real good.
Well, yeah.
It's not Streets of Rage 2.
No.
Right.
Let's not go crazy.
What
but it was a
is?
good game.
All right, Phil.
Yeah.
This one is also for the Sega Genesis. I think all of these are for either Genesis or Sega CD.
Okay.
So, blank has recaptured that blank magic once again with blank. What more could you ask for than blank and blank together in one game? Everything from the graphics and sound to the playability and control are near perfect, and it's really 3 games, one for each character. Give me more like this one.
World of Illusion starring Mickey and Donald.
That is correct. It is World of Illusion with all of its warlocks.
Yeah. That's that game where Mickey Mouse is a warlock.
But it's a warlock.
An evil satanic mouse.
Yes.
All right.
Call back to a story in a episode long ago.
Yeah. Speaking of me working at Babbage's.
Yeah, World of Illusion is correct. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We do have I did do another full round and then a bonus question if we want to go into.
Sure, why
we've
not?
Only been
It's going
doing
quick.
this for 17 minutes, so let's keep this thing rolling.
3-0, by the way.
3-0. Yeah, Greg, you got a lot of ground to make up here.
3 points.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ground.
Points left in play.
Let's
Plus
see
the
if you can
50-point bonus tiebreaker.
That's right. This one is for the Sega Genesis. Please do not judge this game until you get to the elemental stages. If other mags bag on blank, it's because they couldn't get there. Although average at first, blank gets awesome as you progress and has the surprise ending I've been waiting for. Can't wait for the CD sequel.
What the hell?
I'm going to guess the CD sequel never actually happened.
Yeah, is that them saying everything should be CD from now on?
Yeah, that's
probably.
That is my prediction.
Elemental stages.
I love the fact that they bag on other magazines.
Yeah.
Preemptively. Like,
I'm
if
sure
another magazine doesn't like this, they didn't get to this stage.
I'm sure they're talking about EGM.
I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Man, oh man. I don't know.
Yeah.
93.
Could it be Elemental Master?
That's what I was thinking.
Elemental Master. No.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, it is not Elemental Master, but Phil,
Yeah.
that means you get to try.
Oh, boy. Elemental stages.
The elemental stages.
What does that even mean? And a CD sequel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ernest Evans. No.
That would have been great.
It is not Ernest Evans. It is Shakan the Forever Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Shakan the Forever Man.
I was right about the CD sequel not happening.
You were. You're absolutely correct about that. All right, Phil.
Yes.
This is the last one of the regular game, but you're already in the lead, so really you could just pass on this one if you wanted. Let Greg try to
Jesus.
How
score.
rude would that be?
All right. With the new CD format comes full motion video games. Blank is the first, more will come. I think a lot of people will enjoy these games, but personally, I either watch TV or play a game. The combination of the two bores me.
Oh,
I think mom and dad might like this game, but I'll pass. Nice full motion, though.
Night Trap?
Is that your
Yeah, it has
guess?
to be.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
correct. So, yeah.
Woo!
I love the mom and dad might like this game
Yeah.
right before it goes to.
My mom and dad loved Night Trap.
Love it.
It was right up their alley.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Who was
All
that?
right. So the
We don't know who reviewed that.
Who? What?
We don't know who reviewed that one.
I don't know. These are stupid names. Like
I know, but it's like if it was Nick Rocks, we know who it is.
it's
you know?
not Nick Rocks though. No,
Okay.
this is pre Nick Rocks. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, Phil, you are running away with the game here. 4 points to Greg's 0, but we have a final question here that could net our favorite Canadian with 50 points.
This is especially curious since this was a Genesis heavy.
This was a Genesis heavy quiz.
I guess now do I inherit Generation 16?
I think
You
that's
can
how
have
this
it.
goes.
Watch the quality of the videos go way downhill, way quick.
All right, this is for all the marbles or no marbles whatsoever. This one's for Sega CD. We'll let Greg take a stab at this first.
Yes.
Although full motion video has been used before, it's never gone non-stop like blank. The game uses the potential of the Sega CD with smooth, clear video and lots of interaction. As a shooter, the game isn't that impressive because nothing shoots at you. As a movie game, it's got to be the best in fun and playability.
I think they're talking about Sewer Shark.
What it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is indeed
Well, look at that.
Sewer Shark.
Relax.
Damn right.
Pretend it's a game.
Greg, you are the winner with
needs a vacation worse
50
than we do.
50 points that pulled you ahead.
Oh,
right when
man.
you needed it.
That kept you off the wall.
No, you still lost. You got 1.2. Phil's 4 points.
He's just a bit of a dick tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, it's fair.
And yeah, you didn't get any of the Genesis games, Greg. I'm really disappointed.
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna get a bunch of these.
Yep.
Well, when the reviews are like, blank is doing blank with blank blank.
Or referring to the meg count, like the size of the cartridge.
Right.
Well, I mean, that was the
That's
thing back
the
then,
thing,
right?
I guess. Or split side-scrolling fighter.
Yeah. Side-scrolling fighters.
I guess, yeah. That's what you say.
Ugh.
Well, anyway, thank you, Phil and Greg, for enjoying this quiz. Enduring this quiz.
There you got that one right.
That's enduring.
We were
this
certainly
quiz is better.
present for it.
You, a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Present for all the blanks. And I want to thank all of our listeners for supporting the show. Thank you so much. And if you, dear listener, have an idea for a game that we can play on the after show, just email that over to player1podcast@gmail.com and we'll play it on the air. I hope that everyone out there in Radioland is safe and well. Hope your friends, family,
Friends,
loved
family.
ones, and
Fronts.
all that are safe and well. Also, And we will talk at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.